Hey everybody, it's Uber Dante, and today I'd like to show off my latest puzzle. This is a one-card puzzle. I'm entering in BoardGameGeek's one-card game design contest. And all you need is this one card, which it's free. You can just print it out, cut it out, and fold it like that. You don't really need to do anything fancy. There's a low ink version as well. You can sleeve it with a card or something if you want something a little more firm, but it works just fine like this. This puzzle actually has there's actually 48 different puzzles on this one card, and I'm calling it circles for now because of these circles. But if you look at a circle, it's divided into these kind of four wedges, and at the center there's a different shape. And these shapes are, each one of these shapes is a different puzzle. They mark the start of a different puzzle. You'll always only you'll be looking only at the top wedge of the circle, however you're holding it. So, and you'll be in one area. So if I'm going to do this heart puzzle, black heart puzzle, I would start here. If I wanted to do this circle puzzle, then I would hold it so that this is at the top. And if I wanted to do this star puzzle, I would hold it like this. And so that marks the start of a puzzle. So we'll just look at this white circle. This would be the start of one, and you were trying to navigate to the other shape that is exactly the same. So these appear twice somewhere on the card. So in this one, you're just trying to go from here to here. In the case of this heart, you would start here, and you need to end up like this. And it works both ways. So this is also the start of a different puzzle, which you would end up over here. And the way it works, it's not the same puzzle going back and forth. It's a different one. In the case of this one, the other white flower, I guess, is on the reverse side of this black one. So all of these, there's 12 symbols in black and white, and the reverse color is, the opposite color is always on the reverse of the card. So if I open this up, you can see everything's mirrored. So all of these shapes appear on the reverse side. So you can tell at an instant, like this is where I'm going to start, and my end point would be on the opposite side of this. So there it is. Okay. And the way you navigate is by using these two symbols. So you always have a choice of two actions to take, and that will put you in a different position, and then you can use one of the next two actions for the next one. And to help you stay oriented, there's these colored boxes. So you have red or purple or whatever, and they're also numbered. And this just kind of helps you know where you're going. And because the start and the end look exactly the same, let's say you're doing this one, you're at point 2, you're at area 2, you should tell yourself before you start, okay, I need the black heart in area 5, so you don't get confused. You'll be moving around. You come back here, maybe you might think you won, but it's you have to go from one area to the next. Okay, so let's go through what all these actions are. So let's start with this one. Okay, so this we look at this arrow. It looks like a bow and arrow. It's got a kind of feather there. This lets you move from one area to another area, wherever it's pointing. So this is pointing down. So if I was in this area, I could move down to this blue area. And again, I would only be looking at this top section here. So that lets me move, in the direction it says. And so this is the only way you can move from one area to another. So if you're doing this like hard one, you'll have to figure out a way to get move to other areas so that you can get here. That's that. The next one is, let's look at this at the top. This is rotate. See the arrows going around. So in this case, if I was here, I could rotate the card 90 degrees in either direction. So I could do this. That would leave me here. Or I could go in the opposite direction. That would be here. Okay, so that's pretty, you can see where you need to go. That will help you. If you're here and you want to go down, then you could kind of see ahead of time where you're going, kind of plan it out. Ones that are a little bit tricky are these other arrows with the black background, and this is a flip. And so what you're going to do is flip the card over to the back side. That's how you can get there. So in the direction that's pointing. So like this one is pointing up. Doesn't really matter if it's pointing up or down. You're going to flip the card like that. Stay on the same color. So I flipped it. I'm going to stay on the same color. And I'm going to stay, I'm going to look at this top part. So I was on this white circle. When I flip, now I'm on this white flower. Okay. So that's flipping up and down. This one, you flip left and right. Again, it doesn't really matter if it says left or right. You're going to flip it and stay on the same color. You'll be there. So flipping left and right, you'll have the same symbol, but it'll change the color. So that's useful to know. And the last one is the diagonal flip, which is a little bit tricky. So if you're going to use this action, think about this corner kind of flipping up here. And right now I'm got the card in kind of landscape mode. When you flip diagonally, you'll go to portrait mode. So just imagine this one coming up like that. So that's how you kind of do that one. Okay, so you have to go in the direction. It's not any diagonal, you have to go in that direction. So like this one, do it again. You're going to flip this here. So once you get used to it, you'll know, like, okay, this will bring this one to the top. So you just flip it like that. And in that way, you can move around. By using these rotates and flips, you can move around to different places. You can get these arrows to go to wherever you need to go. And you can solve the puzzles. Most of them are pretty easy. It's more of a, it's not really too much of a brain burner once you get over the kind of the way the card looks. Most of them are solved pretty straightforwardly. And that's all you need to know to play the game. But why don't we run through one just to show you how it works. So let's go ahead and do this. I don't know if this is a clover kind of flower. So we need a white flower. And we can see it's over here on 4. So I need to go from here to here. I can already see there's some arrows pointing here, so it's probably going to be pretty straightforward. So this one will go here. This one, if I can get out here, that would be good. So maybe I can get this arrow somehow to get over here. I can probably use this rotate to go over here. So I can kind of see before I even start playing what I might do. So I'd like to get here. So maybe we'll flip it and see what's on the back side of that. So I have the choice to flip down. So let's flip down. Okay. I was hoping for a flip over, but I already have an arrow going here, so that's not too bad. So I guess we'll do that. So my next one, I can use this arrow to go over here. I'm on 3, I want to get to 4. So I believe, yeah, if I flip this one up, this one will come up. Is that the one with the arrow? I think maybe it is. So let's flip this diagonally up. Yeah, it is. So now I can just take that arrow, go over here, and I found the end point, the goal. So that's it. That's all you have to do. That was a rather simple one. Some of them are harder. It's the nature of this game, and but I hope you check it out and let me know what you think. Thanks for watching.